if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Isn't that what they say?
Yes.
It's, look, if you're trying to do the right thing as a real estate agent here in this market, it's incredibly difficult because you're up against a lot of people who are not doing the right thing. And as I say, it's not just agents, it's also some developers out there who are, look, I keep saying this on when people are asking me, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, that everybody here is ultimately, we're here to make a living. We want to make some money. The investors want to make money. The agents want to make money, and the developers want to make money. But if you're totally focused on money, the likelihood is that you're going to deliver something which is not as good as it should be. And the analogy is that when people start in this business as real estate agents, if they focus on the money rather than on the process and doing the right thing, they're probably going to fail.
Yeah.
What I've discovered in my 20 years, if there's any lesson I've learned, is that if I stick to my process, I stick to the way that I want to do business, the money will come. And it comes in droves, by the way.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yes.
I can assure you. But that's because I'm maybe in the early days of property here when we really didn't know what we were doing, I did a few bad things simply because we were all inexperienced. We didn't really know what was going on. We believed the developers. We believed the government were going to control this. Unfortunately, it got out of hand in the sort of 2005, 2006, 2007. And a lot of people went by the wayside. Obviously, developers went out of business, etc. But I think since then, it's been very easy for an agent. You can go the route of just being a commission hunter and just go after the commission, or you can go down the route of doing the right thing. And I know that people that I work with predominantly are just doing the right thing. Yes, they need the money. They want to earn money. But at the same time, and I know this is, people say, what's House and House all about? I've worked with companies where you sell a property and how much money you make is on the WhatsApp group the following day. Do you know what I mean? Congratulations, he's made this money in commission, or he's done this. That's a horrible environment to be in. And now it's House and House. It's well done. Congratulations, he's sold a studio in JVC, or same congratulations. Oh, he's sold a villa in Barari. It's the same amount of praise that goes on. So it's I know a lot of people probably won't believe this, and I think you may be one of those people where it's money will come as you just stick at it. Don't behave like so many of these agents.
No, you have to trust the process. And I'm saying it every time as well to other people. And I will come to you about this back because it's fascinating me 20 years in the market. If I'm not wrong, and I did my study good, you sold almost more than $2 billion in the last.
Yeah, someone told me
years.
that. I don't even. That just sounds like so much.
Yes,
I don't know.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm look.
Yeah.
I think it might be a little bit of marketing going on there. I'm not entirely sure. It sounds like an awful lot to me, but I suppose it's possible.
No, but of course it's possible. It's realistic in 20 years if you're a good agent.
Yeah.
And I know it. You did it. So you had multiply options to open your own real estate company. Why you didn't came to the point to say I open my own real estate company? And one thing, it's a smart decision because I was feeling it by myself. And building two brands because you are working under the roof of House and House, still, but on social media, you're branding yourself, what you're doing really good. And to combine this between personal brand and House and House and being the associate director, what gave you this type of decision?
So I worked for a very small real estate company here in Dubai for some time. And the owner of that company decided he wanted to give up and move back to his country. So I was given the opportunity to take over the reins, and my ego got in the way rather than my sensible head. I should have joined House and House at that moment. I was already talking to them about such a thing, well, chatting to Simon Baker anyway. But then I decided, you know what? I'm doing okay. I'm making good money. Let's go and run my own real estate company. I think I can do a better job, a good job. I did that, and it was the worst experience of my life. I hated almost every moment of it. The stress, the staff problems, the accounting problems, the rents, all the things, VAT that was introduced, all these things we had to manage, the visa costs. I ended up earning a hell of a lot less than I would have done as an agent because I had so many overheads.
Thank you.
And I would not recommend it.